Now here we have a couple of packages for the Rustler for the upgrades. The first little one, which is quite good, has got a set of Hoss front and rear bumpers, but with the stronger wheelie bar where it doesn't flex so much, unlike the standard wheelie bar you get with the VXL. So that was quite good. I got these parts because they've been removed from a truck, and I paid 16 quid for them, so not a lot of money. And then the other one is a major upgrade. Yeah, there's like I said, a fan for the ESC, which we got. But it's this bag. This bag contains a complete HD set, the heavy duty drive shafts, shock towers, hubs and everything. And normally this kit in the UK for Model Sport is about £104, £105. A lot of money. Well, this kit, where it's been removed from a car, like the bumper parts, got it from the same place, I paid £85. The advantage is I did get some extra parts with it included in the price. Because we'll just take this as an example. I'm not going to get them both out. But there's the heavy duty set. It's got bigger bearings, bigger drive shafts, like I said, bigger hubs, improved the standard plastic links, shock tower. But also I got a set of wishbones as well, all included in. So I'm going to fit the complete things on. I'm not going to sod around too much, but that is I think really good. So first things first is we'll work on the rear. So let's rip the rear apart, and so we just got the rear on here, and we can do the full rebuild and then put it back into the chassis. Now I've took apart the bumper, well, took the rear off, and I've undone the bumper, so I can do a test fit on this, because I think these screws are here for a reason, these ones, because I think they're part of holding it together. But we'll see how it fits onto the bracket that's there. There we go. It is a straightforward fit, so we've got to pull it all together. I think the screws have got to go from the inside on that, and then we've got to gauge how long the screw is. So before I go mad with doing the test fit on this, we're going to take off, I've already loosened the screws on purpose. And what I'm going to do is see how far the screw protrudes through on this part. And so we'll take a measurement, so when this goes on we know the screw I use should be hopefully the correct length. So it needs to be quite a long screw. So now we'll fit it to the bracket, which I think those screws are for. yeah, it backwards fits onto here, and then those two screws go in that way, securing this bracket really solid. There we go. Yeah, they do go through this side. That went flying. Yeah, so that really secures into this lower piece, but it shows it fits. See, now when you look at the screw, you can see it's too short. So what we'll do is I'll find a screw, and then that will be prepped. Now I've been in my spares and found a nice screw, and if you look, it protrudes through the same distance, and so now I know that is the correct screw for the bumper. So the overall length of this screw, the thread section, needs to be yeah 30 millimeters. So I'd say an M3 30mm is about the screw you need to go in that lower section. So we've got the bumper sorted to go on when it goes back together. Now we have this part where we can literally rip everything off. Now ready for the next. I'll take these old parts off and then we'll see the new ones go straight on. Now with the 2 drive shafts grub screws removed, 4 screws on the shock tower, all you have to do is pull this plate and 2 pins and everything will lift off in one piece. Simple as that. And then all you've got to do, we're doing now, is the reverse fit. So let me get it all set up and I'll show that part. Now to put all the new parts on, I'm going to look for the bag because we need the drive shafts. We'll fit those first, because these, if you look, the difference in size is quite a lot. They're sort of almost getting up to the scale of the Max for what they are. So we'll slip the drive shafts on. Clean up, bring in the new part. I'll slide the drive shafts in first. They can only go in one position, so keep turning them until they slide in easily, and then repeat for the other side. There we go. they're in. So then we'll put the top on and put the screws in. There's 2 long, 2 short. The 2 longer one go through the lower part, which clamps the casing on. And then the upper 2 screws, all they do is secure the tower to the other case as well, but they don't go through. Happy with that. Sorry it's taken a long time, because I don't mind taking out with the drill driver, but on these smaller screws I never use it on the way in, only on the M4s. Yeah, see, if you buy the kit you've got to put all this together yourself, but where I brought it, like I said, in one piece, it's just a case of swapping everything over and just putting it back together. There we go. That bit goes on there. And now we can fit the bumper, which should be a lot easier now because it's just sliding in. We just need the 5 screws that came out. And the long one. So we'll do the 2 underneath first. There we go. Next I'll do the top 2. Get them started, and then the lower rear. Taking it careful with the screw because I want to make sure it's not too long, but it was measured. And one way to check is see if it still turns. So I'm just going to put the top 2 in, fit the shock absorbers in the same place as I've got them already, because I've got them slightly different on mine. And I'll get it back onto the rear of the Rustler, and we'll see what it looks like with the body on. There we go. I think the bumper looks quite good. It fits right across, which will protect the body, and that's part of the reason why I kind of like the Hoss idea. Now I'm not going to show you fitting the stuff to the front because it's the same as, but I'm going to see whether the bumper fits off the other one. It's only a sort of an idea, you know. Will it fit or will it be too big, you know? We'll wait and see. But it's an interesting thing to try, you know, because it's a much beefier bumper. So let's give it a go. There we are with the stock bumper. Now all the work's done. Now the decision is to, do we try this one? Let's have a look to see if it works or not. No, that don't fit. It was a fault, you know, but that is not a good fit. Oh well. I can always put it up for sale. I've added some preload to the front and rear. The front's a lot more springy. The rear, still a bit lacklustre. I think it needs slightly tougher springs on the rear for bashing. But the blues on the front are better. So if I could get something the next level up from the blue, put the blues on the rear and then put the tougher springs on the front. We will see, but that's a future thing. But all the HD upgrades are on. It's got like all heavy duty all round. And with the blue colouring on the outer parts, matches in with all the blue bits on the car. I think it looks quite nice. And even works with the blue body. Yeah, it's still a sod these old because these sides get cold. But once it goes on quite well. But this ends this stage of the upgrades on the Rustler 4x4 basher.